What's going on, guys? It's Steve. So last night I ate my words a lot. Not just with the New York Knicks and the Carmelo Anthony and Derek. Well, I didn't really eat my words with Melo because he was hot in the first half. I blame the coach for what happened in the second half, us getting blown out by like 26. The reason is our bench pulled us in to within, I think we were down by 2 with our bench in, right? And LeBron was off the floor. So why is Melo not on the floor right now? Why is Melo not on the floor? Listen, Hornacek, if you coach like that the rest of the year, I'm personally going up to Phil Jackson and I'm going to tell him to fire you. I wish I had that type of power, but I don't. All right, but anyway, so on a serious note, I did eat my words in a lot of cases. 3 main reasons. 1, I have to give myself a LeBron hairline, which I'm pretty embarrassed about. I do not want December 13th to come. But not only that, the Cavaliers absolutely destroyed the New York Knicks. But more importantly, for this topic of this video, Kawhi Leonard, you guys are going to be shocked. Last night, what I saw. Now, I know in today's earlier video, I said Kawhi really only had 20, but he scored 15 or 15 from the free throw line. Yeah, I was just upset because my New York Knicks lost. Okay, I'm so sick of losing. So sometimes I can't admit that other teams are better. I'll tell you this. The way Jonathan Simmons played, the way Kawhi Leonard played, Tony, Manu, LaMarcus, Powell, the way all of these players played. If the Spurs can continue to play like that and Kawhi Leonard can continue to do what he did last night, he doesn't need to have 35. But if he can average at least 25 and Jonathan Simmons can help out like he did last night, that team is going to be deadly. That team is going to be deadly. What I saw last night was a catastrophe for the Golden State Warriors. They got destroyed on every single level. Jonathan Simmons absolutely obliterated Stephen Curry and JaVale McGee. Did you guys see that dunk that Jonathan Simmons had on JaVale McGee? Oh my freaking god. It was towards the end of the game, so maybe you guys didn't see it if you stopped watching. But JaVale McGee got destroyed. That's going to be one of the top 10 dunks of the year. And that was in game 1. I've heard of this Jonathan Simmons dude before, but now that he had a lot of minutes, the dude played extremely well, man. He looked like a freaking star out there. He was blowing by Kevin Durant. He was blowing by Klay Thompson. He looked like a freaking star. And then he pinned Stephen Curry's basketball on the backboard. He pinned it. He was reminding Curry of what happened in June of 2016 with the King. I'll tell you guys this. Kawhi Leonard, he looks like someone I've never seen before. He was playmaking. He was passing. He was being the floor general. He was dunking on people. He was doing all of these things. He was setting up plays for his teammates, whether it's a pick and roll. I saw him doing floaters, posting up. I told you guys this last year. Well, I said, not last. You guys know what I'm saying. Last year, Kawhi Leonard, he looked like he developed his post game more. And I said that, but I said he still needs to develop his offense even more. This dude, it looks like his handles have improved tremendously. His hesitation, his basketball IQ, and then on top of that, he's one of the best defenders in NBA history. So all I can sit there and say to that is, Kawhi Leonard, if he can keep that up and average 25, 5, and 5, it's either going to be him or LeBron James for MVP. Because the way he is playing is absolutely ridiculous. He looked like an NBA superstar out there. He looked like an NBA superstar. He looked like Melo. He looked like LeBron. He looked like Kyrie. No, I almost said Kyrie. I meant to say Kevin Durant. He looked like D. Wade. He looked like Kobe. He looked like T. Mac. This dude, I'm talking about players close to his size. He looked elite. I have never seen that from Kawhi Leonard before. Now, I know it's only one game, But for you to improve so much, I don't take it back, but because I was right in terms of him last season not being, that guy. But this year, oh my freaking, if Jonathan Simmons can continue to play the way he has played last night for the remainder of the season, and by the way, did you see that elite shot by LaMarcus Aldridge on Draymond Green? Like, the whole crowd went crazy. He was near the free throw line backing him down, and he turned right and just threw it up real high arcing, and it just went all net buzzer beater to beat the shot clock. It was elite. But if LaMarcus Aldridge could play like that, if Pau Gasol could play like that, if Tony can play well, if Manu could play well, and all their other role players, even with them losing David West, this team, man, oh my freaking goodness. I'm not so sure that the Golden State Warriors are going to make it out the NBA Finals are going to make it to the NBA Finals anymore. This is obviously just based off one game. But again, they didn't just beat them by like 2 points or 3 points or 4 points or 5 points. They absolutely destroyed them. And it was worse than the New York Knicks losing to Cleveland. And the reason why I say that is because the New York Knicks, their offense was stagnant. You know what I mean? So they lost because it was their fault, in other words. Because their offense was stagnant, they weren't moving, they were just not doing anything on the offensive end. They had like 20 turnovers, it was ridiculous, right? But in Golden State's terms, they played well. They played extremely. Stephen Curry had 26, Kevin Durant had 28, I think. Klay Thompson shot 5 of 13, he didn't shoot too well. But still, Draymond, I think he shot 7 of 14. They played well. But the San Antonio Spurs just played better, both defensively and offensively. And Kawhi Leonard made Kevin Durant look like a rookie. He made Kevin Durant look like a rookie out there. And Jonathan Simmons absolutely embarrassed Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, and JaVale McGee. That was the best game last night, just because it was. It's hard because Cleveland, yeah, LeBron had some elite dunks, but watching the Spurs do that, I was just like, wait a minute, what the hell? Because you don't expect that kind of stuff to happen. You know what I mean? Like, you don't expect the Spurs to come out and beat everyone except me, everyone's favorite except my favorite, to win the NBA championship. So I have a feeling my prediction was right. That the Golden State Warriors might not even make it out the NBA Finals, 1. And 2, even if they make the NBA Finals, they might not even... Well, excuse me, I said that wrong. The Golden State Warriors might not even make it out of the Western Conference Finals. And even if they make it to the NBA Finals, they're not going to beat Cleveland. Cleveland and San Antonio, from what I saw last night, they're too good. And the Cleveland Cavaliers are better than the Spurs. They're both great teams. But the Cleveland Cavaliers, Kyrie was ridiculous. He only played 29, I think he played like 29 minutes, and he had 29 points. He was hitting 3 after 3. He was hitting layups without looking at the backboard. At the basket. He was getting double teamed, throwing it up behind his back, making it. He was passing to LeBron for the jam. LeBron bounce pass between Melo and KP to J.R. Smith for the dunk. Oh my gosh. Kevin Love did his thing. Dude. Channing Frye. This team, man. This team and the San Antonio Spurs, we might see them in the NBA Finals. We definitely might see these two teams in the NBA Finals. And this is something truly scary. Because Kevin Durant, and people were making jokes saying, Kevin Durant, he's already negotiating a contract with the San Antonio Spurs. But I will say this. From what I see right now, Golden State got destroyed. San Antonio's a better team. But Cleveland's still the best team in the NBA from what I've seen. If you want to talk about someone looking like a combination of Magic and Bird, that was LeBron. LeBron last night, I think he had 19, 11, and 14. But LeBron last night, that was the best passing performance I've ever seen by him in my life. It was absolutely ridiculous, man. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's been Steve. I'm out of here. I love you guys so much. Thank you for the continuous support. Thank you for destroying my hairline and my future. Peace.